Good evening, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful last 4 or 5 weeks of stay at home. But last weekend, me and my father drove across the country to get my rodeo horse, and we ran into one very large annoyance. That annoyance was that when we crossed state lines, we had to remove our concealed carry weapons from our bodies, put them somewhere else in the vehicle, and then as we left that state, put them back on. Now, this is because concealed carry laws vary in every state, and some states do not accept other states' concealed carry permits. For instance, Illinois does not accept Indiana's concealed carry permit, even though we're neighboring states. So if you wanted to consider concealed carry, and I believe it's 46 states, you'd have to buy 4 separate concealed carry permits. Now this causes problems for a lot of people driving across the country that prefer to conceal a weapon on them. Again, back to the Illinois and Indiana statement. If I were to be pulled over in the state of Illinois with my handgun on me, only with my Indiana concealed carry permit, I could be arrested and possibly jailed because of it. Now, I believe the policy that should be implemented to stop this is a federal law that states a prosody of a concealed carry permit across all 50 states. Now, a prosody means that if you have a license or a permit in one state, that all other 49 states have to accept it, kind of like a driver's license. Now, this would help more than 3 million Americans across the United States that have a concealed carry permit. The 3 million Americans came from the Washington Post. Now, law stating a prosody across all 50 states would help, like I said, 3 million Americans who like to conceal carry their weapons, but it'd help one group of people more. That group of people, as we found out in the last couple of weeks, are the backbone of this country. That's right, it's truckers. Now, truckers prefer to have a weapon. I mean, can you blame them? They're not given many safe places to stop at night. I mean, the bathrooms, have you been to a rest station? Sometimes they can be a little sketchy. And sometimes truckers even sleep in their trucks on the sides of the highway. Now, I would not be advising the implementation of this policy if most states already accepted most states concealed carry permits. But there are a couple problem states in the United States that make it almost impossible for truckers to carry across the country. The first state that's a pain is Illinois. So to get a concealed carry license in Illinois, if you live out of the state, according to the Illinois State Police, is you have to go through 16 hours of training, have a head-to-shoulder photograph that's different than your driver's license, and there's a bunch of legal paperwork you have to go through that you can only get in the state of Illinois, and you have to pay close to $300 just for the permit itself. Now, Illinois set the concealed carry laws to make it almost impossible for anybody that lives out of the state to have a concealed carry permit, and they don't accept a prosody from any other state. Now, there's one last state that causes a lot of annoyances in the gun laws and gun communities themselves. It's the state of California. Now, California can deny your request for a concealed carry permit just because they don't want to give it to you. Meaning, if you look sketchy, they can deny it. They can say, no, we don't want to give it to you. Now, according to Giffords Law Center, to get concealed carry in California, you have to go through a background check, a psychiatrist appointment, and go through an interview at the police station. Also, they require, I believe it's 16 hours of concealed carry weapon training. And all this is because California has just tried their best to make it as hard as possible to get a concealed carry permit. And they did this because they don't believe their citizens should have a concealed carry or weapons in general. Now, I did an interview with a trucker from Indiana. His name is Jeff Ricken, and he states that it'd make him feel much safer to be able to carry across state lines and not worry about having a handgun in the truck so he could protect himself in some of the sketchier cities. Now, according to Safewise.com, some of the sketchier cities include San Diego, California, San Jose, California, and Oakland, California. As a trucker stated in an interview with Guns America, that some truckers completely ignore the reciprocity laws in order to keep themselves protected because they'd rather face jail time for having a concealed weapon on them that they're not supposed to have than possibly die from someone trying to rob them. So because of all this, the policy I propose is a universal reciprocity law across all 50 states. It would be a federal law, and it would not cost much, as it would just be a bill that states that all 50 states would have to accept the concealed carry from other states. It would be the same as a driver's license. It would actually follow the driver's license compact. According to Wikipedia, the compact states that a driver's license issued in one state will be accepted by all other states. It also states that if you're convicted in one state for a road law, that if that law does not exist in your home state, you'll no longer be convicted and no action will take place against you. So, in conclusion, a universal reciprocity policy would help more than 3 million Americans across the country. But it would help truckers protect themselves more. Truckers don't have to worry about what states they can and cannot carry in, and it would save them time and money, as they would not have to apply for multiple concealed carry permits. They would only have to apply for a concealed carry permit in the state that they live. Thank you, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day.